gives me immense honor and a genuine pleasure to welcome you all for this workshop of the Regional Tax Administration Diagnostic Tool, which is commonly known as TADAT. This takes place from the 8th to the 12th of September 2025 under the theme Beyond 10 Years of TADAT Assessment, Building Stronger Tax Systems for Tomorrow, with the Field Guide 2025, which I understand should be coming very shortly. On behalf of MRA, I extend a very warm welcome to Mauritius to all traveling delegates. I hope sincerely you will enjoy your stay here. We are especially grateful for the presence of the Honorable Damri, whose participation underscores the government's strong commitment to strengthening our tax systems. We know he is traveling later today, and we sincerely thank him for having made time from his very busy schedule. Honorable Damri has been deeply involved in the preparation of the recent budget for our fiscal year 25-26, and his participation here is a clear signal of high-level support for reforms, including the major fiscal and tax reforms recently enacted. The overriding objective of these reforms in Mauritius is to promote fairness, efficiency, trust, and responsible management of public finances. These reforms will certainly serve as an inspiration for all of us as we embark on this important week of dialogue and learning. We will learn later, reforms are not very easy to implement. There is always protests. Nobody wants their cake to be cut down, but we have to do it. As Director General, I am privileged that the MRA is co-hosting this event, which unites tax professionals from across Africa, especially sub-Saharan Africa. Our shared goal is to build stronger, fairer, and more resilient tax systems that promote economic growth and inclusive development. In the days ahead, we will be introduced to TADAT and explore its principles, methods, and applications. This workshop is designed to familiarize us, above all, with the framework, whilst also creating a forum for dialogue, peer learning, and practical insights into tax administration. We are very grateful to the TADAT Secretariat for offering us, through the TADAT framework, a powerful pathway to improve performance in our revenue administrations, since TADAT enables uniform, evidence-based assessments of the health of core tax administration functions. TADAT's value lies in a comprehensive review across critical outcome areas, ranging from the integrity of the taxpayer register and risk management to compliance support, timely filing and payment, accurate reporting, effective dispute resolution, efficient revenue collection, and transparent accountability practices. Besides being an effective and reliable evaluation tool, TADAT is also a catalyst for reform and modernization in tax administration. By establishing a shared language, an objective set of standards, it allows benchmarking against international best practices whilst identifying gaps that must be addressed at local levels. This focus directs scarce resources to the highest impact capacity building areas, policy refinement, and institutional change, helping us move from incremental fixes to system-level transformation. Equally important, the framework strengthens trust among citizens, government, and the tax administration. Transparent, data-driven assessments reassure taxpayers that the system is fair, efficient, and accountable, thereby encouraging voluntary compliance, which is the cornerstone of sustainable revenue mobilization. For development partners and stakeholders, TADAT signals credibility and readiness for collaboration. During this workshop, we will also turn our attention to the TADAT assessment framework, with particular focus on the forthcoming Field Guide 2025. The 2019 Field Guide had already laid the foundations with emphasis on international best practices, the need for establishing a clear performance measurement framework, and scoring methodology and indicators, amongst others. This updated guide, I'm sure, will help us adapt to the latest innovations in technology, the realities of an increasingly interconnected global economy, and the rising demand for transparency and accountability in public governance. I'm confident that this new field guide will serve as an invaluable resource, helping tax administrations navigate complexity, embrace reform, and strengthen their role as trusted stewards of national revenue. This is even more important because all countries today I know of are facing fiscal pressures, i.e., increasing government expenditure and uncertain revenue streams. Since taking office as Director General of the MRA, I have made it my mission to drive meaningful change in the way we administer this institution. I am determined that the MRA should not only keep pace with global best practices, but also set new benchmarks in efficiency, fairness, and service to our citizens. My team, and I'm thankful to them, my team and I are therefore committed to introducing innovative reforms across all areas of our work. In tax administration, we are pursuing a new generation of reforms aimed at strengthening every stage of the revenue cycle, from assessment to enforcement, whilst making compliance more straightforward and fairer for taxpayers. On the assessment side, we are moving beyond simple digital filing towards more intelligent, taxpayer-friendly services. Our focus is on developing pre-assessment tools that use third-party data and analytics to help taxpayers file accurately at the first time, which would reduce the need for later corrections or disputes. Our next step is to integrate multiple data sources into a seamless taxpayer account, providing individuals and businesses with a single view of their obligations and entitlements. Moreover, we will work on deploying risk-based models supported by advanced analytics that will allow us to target high-risk cases more precisely, whilst easing the compliance burden on honest taxpayers. To complement this, we are reinforcing investigative capacity to better detect complex schemes of fiscal evasion, including transfer mispricing and aggressive tax planning by some multinational enterprises. Where necessary, cases will proceed with prosecution, demonstrating that non-compliance will not be tolerated. We are equally committed to enhancing the credibility of our objection and appeals process. Our priority now is to improve efficiency by shortening turnaround times, introducing digital case management tools, and ensuring that decisions are communicated clearly and transparently to taxpayers. These measures will provide taxpayers with greater assurance that disagreements are handled fairly, consistently, and without undue delay, further deepening their confidence in the system. Moreover, our task is no longer to simply adopt global standards, but to make the best use of them. With the Common Reporting Standards, the CRS, already operational, we are now strengthening our capacity to analyze and act on the wealth of data exchange with partner jurisdictions. This means ensuring that offshore income is not only reported, but also properly assessed, monitored, and taxed as appropriate. We will soon advance our transfer pricing framework, intensifying scrutiny of profit-shifting practices and expanding collaboration with the OECD, ATAF, IMF, and other global bodies. These efforts will help reinforce the reputation of Mauritius as a credible and transparent jurisdiction, while sending a clear signal that we will continue to make compliance easier for honest taxpayers, but we will also be firm and uncompromising in our fight against fiscal evasion and illicit financial flows. Through these reforms, we aim to build a tax system that is modern, transparent, and equitable. One which will give honest taxpayers confidence in a fair treatment, which will provide swift and predictable processes, and will ensure that every rupee which is collected efficiently so as to be consistent with our government's vision of a stronger, fairer, and more resilient Mauritius. Beyond revenue, we are also driving improvements across our support departments. We are modernizing our infrastructure and investing in secure, integrated systems that can support smarter, data-driven decision-making. We are enhancing our analytical capabilities to deliver timely insights that inform policy and drive reforms. Above all, we shall place strong emphasis on our human resources, because people, as we know, are the foundation of every successful reform. At the core of our vision is a deep commitment to empowering our staff, the true architects of the MRA's success. Capacity building will therefore be central, not just as training, but as a means of equipping our workforce with the knowledge, skills, tools, and confidence to thrive in a fast-evolving digital and globally connected tax environment. Ladies and gentlemen, we are profoundly grateful for and encouraged by the unwavering endorsement and support from the government of Mauritius, exemplified by the presence of Honorable Damri at this launch, and we thank him for this. This high-level engagement symbolizes shared determination to honor our government's mandate to build tax systems underpinned by trust, fairness, efficiency, and accountability. This support reflects the government's recognition that a strong revenue administration is the cornerstone of national development. Without a robust and trusted tax system, we cannot secure the resources needed to invest in infrastructure, education, healthcare, and social programs that uplift our people. The government's commitment, therefore, is not only to revenue collection, but to building an inclusive and sustainable future for Mauritius, one where every rupee collected is transformed into opportunity, progress, and prosperity for our nation. This, of course, places a moral as well as professional responsibility on us to administer taxes with integrity, consistency, and with respect for every citizen and taxpayer. Dear participants, during this workshop, we anticipate rigorous discussions, insightful discussions, knowledge sharing, and practical lessons drawn from tax administration reforms implemented across the region. We look forward to exploring the comprehensive updates presented in the evolving TADAT Field Guide 2025. I encourage each one of you to engage actively, to share your experience and perspectives candidly, and to fully harness the wealth of knowledge that will be exchanged throughout these sections. This workshop represents more than just an event. It marks a cornerstone in our collaborative journey towards transparent, fair, accountable, and highly effective tax administrations. Together, we will harness the collective expertise and passion in this room to shape the agenda for the next decade of tax administration excellence in Africa, and we shall also contribute meaningfully to economic prosperity for all our people. Beyond the workshop, I warmly invite all delegates to experience the beauty and culture of our island. Mauritius is not only a vibrant economic hub, but also a land of breathtaking natural beauty, diverse cultures, and warm hospitality. From pristine beaches and crystal clear waters to lush green mountains and vibrant festivals celebrating our heritage, there is a lot to explore and enjoy. I hope that your stay here will be both intellectually inspiring and personally enriching for you. Mauritius provides the ideal setting to forge long-lasting friendships and partnerships that will thrive well beyond these conference halls. I wish you all a very successful conference and discussions. I thank you and welcome you once again to Mauritius.